in my hand. I'm just thinking how I'm gonna fit all that on the screen.
Sorry.
Hey everyone, welcome to WitchSlapped, the PopWire after show for SYFY's revival. My name's Rowell.
I'm Christina.
I'm Dani.
And I'm Bradley.
Everyone, this is the PopWire team. This is the first time that we've all been together in one recording. I feel like a proud mama with all of them. And so thank you everyone for being here. And yeah, you'll see more of the four of us, in the future vids. All right, so before we get into the episode though, Christina and Bradley just came back from the San Diego Comic-Con and where they covered Revival for PopWire. So, what was that like for you guys?
Christina and I got to go to the big panel for Revival with the creators of the show, the creators of the original comic book the show is based on, as well as the cast, including Melanie Scrofano, Romy, Weltman, David James Elliott, and Andy McQueen. We got to be in the front row with tons of other fans of the show, which was so cool to see the impact that the show has had.
Aaron Kuntz, one of the showrunners, brought a couple things to give away to people in the audience if they could answer questions about the show or whatever. And I answered a question about the Czech brothers. Aaron had originally asked if anyone could name all three Czech brothers. No one raised their hands. I was like, oh, I can remember Adam. I can remember Anthony. What's the third one? So as soon as he said, okay, what about two of them? I shot my hand up and I was like, Adam, Anthony. And he's like, yes. And the third one's Andrew. I was like, Andrew. Oh, I knew it was another.
They all started with A. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But the cool thing that I got was M's hoodie. So it was really nice. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that hoodie was really awesome to get. Something I'm going to definitely cherish forever. And it was really nice to, right at the end of that panel, Romy did run over to the end of the stage and give me a quick hug to say hi real quick.
Christina, you got to meet a lot of cool people, including one little adorable girl. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, my highlight of the entire Comic-Con was meeting the lovely little Dublin. Hi, Dublin. Dublin watches. She is the daughter of Luke Boyce, showrunner. And she was cosplaying as M, which was adorable. So then when I got the M hoodie, we took some pictures together matching. She's also just such a cool person. Not even just a kid, like as just an overall human being. She is so cool. And I wish I was half as cool as she is, because if I knew like what I wanted to do at 8, like the way she does, life would have been so much easier. Dublin, you keep doing you. Keep your love of dragons and, writing and all the cool stuff that you like. Because
You love it, Dublin.
I know, and that's what makes you cool and unique and you.
I like you're so adorable. So adorable. I gotta say, I would have been so starstruck meeting Carrie Boyce, who's Luke Boyce's wife, who is Dublin's mom. And I don't know, I just feel, because we have been messaging on social, and I feel like this connection with her. So if I would have met her, she would have been the one I must have been excited to meet. So Carrie, I know you're watching, and Dublin, and Aaron, and Luke, everyone. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great to meet all of them and all of their partners and just their families and the whole cast that was there, and knowing that most of them, if not all of them, know who we are. They either watch WitchSlapped, our show, or they are sent clips of it about what we say about them. And that was wild. That was completely, for me, a really cool and mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, Luke Boyce was the first one to message me. This is before the show started. And I think he followed us because of all the stuff we were posting on our PopWire Instagram. And after our first episode of WitchSlapped came out, he messaged me. He was like, love the after show. And one, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you watched our after show. And two, do you want to come on? Can we have you on? So yeah, that's pretty much how we were able to get all of these people from the show on our WitchSlapped, because they do watch the show, love what we do, and are really excited to talk about it.
I have the posters from the signing. This one is the one that SYFY did. And this one is by artists. You can follow him on Instagram and I believe Twitter as well. It's Ratscape. His
I
name is
know
Arnie.
him.
Yes, Arnie. He is absolutely brilliant at what he does. He's very kind. He was there as well.
All right, so the episode we're discussing tonight is titled A Rose and a Thorn. It's episode 8, and it is described as follows. The past collides with the present as Dana and piece together Revival Day's origins. This episode was written by Aaron B. Kuntz, Luke Boyce, and Ashley Park, and directed by Samir Hem.
Bradley, since this is your first time with us, let's start with you and your who said it. Let's give us a quote.
The quote is, "I didn't come through for you last time. It's not going to happen this time." Who said it?
Oh, wait.
Dani knows.
I think it's like the longest I've gotten it in a while, so.
I think might be the first time that I'm stumped.
All right, Rowell, you're the tiebreaker.
You know, I do. Should I? Okay, before I gotta say really quickly, I cried so hard in this episode, so I might cry while recording this. Yeah. So that was Dana to Jesse Blackdeer, played by the amazing Brandon X. And so she was referring to how, he let him down in the past. So he wanted to do right. She wanted to do right by him by, helping him out this time. So, am I right? I mean,
Ding, 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 ding. You are correct, sir.
Yeah, I got one. You got one. You got one. Congrats.
yes, finally.
All right. So now we're just going to go into what all of our favorite moments from the episode are. And if you guys are cool, I'd like to start.
Go for it.
My favorite moment was towards the end when May and Em are around the fire and May begins to read M's poem. And then while we hear the poem, which, by the way, is a wonderful, wonderful poem, we see what's going on with Jesse and the passenger, and he's being led to Rose's body. I just feel like that whole scene, exactly, the whole way it was done, I literally had chills the whole time. It was shot amazingly. The soundtrack, the music was amazing. The poem was great, like everything. It hands down one of my favorite scenes probably from the season so far.
Yeah.
That was mine exactly. So,
Two.
All in agreement across the board.
Did we all pick that as our favorite moment?
Yeah, how could we not? I mean, it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And Rowell, you mentioned that you cried in this episode. This was one of those scenes. I was like bawling. I watched the episode twice today, and each time I could not stop myself from crying. It was it was really, really beautiful. If I can add a second favorite scene was when Jesse brings Rose home. I'm gonna start crying. Jesse brings her home, and May and her Uncle Don are there, and they get to have an official goodbye to her. And Uncle Don, he reaches up to Rose and to his brother Jesse and says, "I knew you would do it. I knew you'd bring Rose home." Oh God, that moment.
Yeah, Val, look, you're making us all cry now.
Yeah. And then to follow that with Jesse leaving, it was, he's like, "Okay, I'm okay to go now." Yeah, I'm like, it makes me shake. Yeah, really powerful, really beautiful. Just the acting, the way that scene was written, yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chef's kiss.
I'd say the whole last 5 to 8 minutes probably was just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all crying about it. It is so. We're not even watching it right now. We're just talking about it, and we're all crying. I think that just shows just how powerful it is and how beautifully it was shot and how well written it is and acted and everything.
They mentioned at the Comic-Con panel, they showed the first, 5 or 6 minutes of this episode. They described it as, their version of the Bill and Frank episode from The Last of Us, which, if you've ever watched that episode, I don't think anyone has survived that without bawling their eyes out, ugly tears streamed down the face situation. And, so yeah, I think the fact that this episode got all of us in the feels here, I think that mission accomplished.
Yeah. And this was a big episode for May,
Mhm.
played by Katharine King-So. Shout out to Katharine if you're watching. Yeah, it's great that we got to see her and how she was working with the Black Deers. And yeah, we got to see her relationship with Rose.
Yeah. Oh my God. How can we not mention that as a favorite part too?
Right? Gay.
Yes.
It got gay.
We can say, I've been waiting.
I'm surprised it actually took us all this long to talk about it. Make it gay, they did. And it was
Make it gay, make it gay,
The
make
one,
it gay.
no listening.
it was
Oh
beautiful.
my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Rose and May talking about going away with each other, going to Chicago, starting a life together. Oh, beautiful.
Mhm.
Also extremely tragic
Yes. Oh my God.
because Rose disappears that night. But oh man.
Does anyone else have another favorite moment that they want to mention for this episode, since we all picked the same favorite one?
I want to give a call out to that the bowling league that Trent was a part of. I don't know why, but the fact that this horrible murderous cop, dirty cop, is a part of this very offbeat bowling league, and apparently I always win with him. Why does that make me just giggle inside? I don't know why.
That's great.
Yeah, I guess that's what makes him a good villain, right? He's very unassuming.
Yes.
He's got that friendly Midwestern accent. He wears the cute hat.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say there's one more scene I do want to bring up real quick, just because it's another one that gave me chills. And it's when Dana and Em are kind of confronting each other about Em going with Jesse to confront Blaine. And Em goes, I think you know by now I can handle myself fine. And literally the way she said it, I full body chills. I was like, oh, Romy, that was so good. That delivery was so powerful and stern. And for someone so tiny, it was such a mighty statement. Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up. Exactly. Tiny but mighty. That's exactly what he is. All right. Are you guys ready for my Who Said It?
My honest.
All right. I shouldn't have trusted you in the first place. Oh.
I feel like that could be anybody.
I know Dan was got there tonight. Yeah, Dan, it's got it for sure.
I've got an idea. I'm halfway there.
Oh, well, if you're watching this, real quick, put your guesses below before we reveal. Who wants to take a shot at? Go for it, Bradley.
Was it Jesse?
It was. It was Jesse to Dana in the interview / I don't know if it was quite an interrogation room. There was storage and stuff in there too.
Closet.
Yeah. So I'm going to call it an interview room instead of an interrogation room. But it was in there where they're just having a discussion about what's going on. And he's basically like, I should have never trusted you. What the hell is this? Why am I being accused? And why aren't you out there looking for my daughter? All right. And now it is time for our big moment and our theories. I know this episode definitely provided a lot of theories. Bradley, I know you've got some theories. Lay it on us.
I got a couple theories.
Let's hear them.
So, we mentioned earlier about the big thing of May and Rose finally they've been gay, obviously. So my theory is that Dana obviously suspected Blaine of Rose's murder, and she came like this close to arresting him, but then got called over to Jesse's house because they had evidence. And they mentioned that Blaine was Rose's pen pal. So my theory is that Blaine found out about Rose and May's relationship, and as tragically as we all know, religious fanatics don't take very well to the idea of same-sex couples. So do you think that that's the reason she was killed? That Blaine was like, because we know Blaine is trying to like pure the town of sin and revivers and the devil and all that stuff. So, and if that's true, it's kind of unfortunate because Dana, like I said, Dana was this close to arresting Blaine. It's always so close and yet so far.
Okay. I like that. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
So we've talked about the passenger, as it's referred, the big glowing creature we've seen pop up here and there that took Jordan away. It obviously has something to do with Revival Day, the whole reason this thing happened. At least I think that's what's going on. What if, and then it takes Jesse away at the end of this episode, so what if the reason Revival Day happened is that everyone who was revived had some sort of unfinished business? Like, especially with Jesse, he had to find solve Rose's murder, find her body, and after that, he gets taken away. So maybe he's completed his mission. That's the whole reason he was revived.
Okay. Okay. So I've got a theory. There was a brief mention that Brent has a twin.
Oh, right.
One, that means we're going to see that actor again. Wonderful. Two, what if the twin is the boss? This big boss.
What if
Or is somehow caught into
kill
this?
Jesse?
Yeah, exactly. What if we don't even know who we have seen as Brent and who is his twin? Do they look the same? What is his name? I have so many twin ideas. Also because my brother has twins and they're 19 months old right now, but just the thought of what they could get up to as they get older makes me just think of more theories about what could be happening in the show. So, could be way off, but
Maybe it's like a Prestige situation. If you've ever seen that movie, where like the twins are like switching places. They got parent trapped.
They're gonna parent trap.
Yes, they're gonna parent trap that shit. I was trying to think of twin movies. I don't know why the Prestige came to my mind.
Whoa, I completely forgot about that thing because he said that his brother was a movie's length worth, like, younger than, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet no. And that was just kind of sprinkled in there and never mentioned again. And I feel like that was one of those things that Luke and Aaron talked about little details that mean something. So I think,
You're rewatching on Peacock, just saying.
yes, exactly. But so I'm really jumping on this twin theory that if his twin isn't the boss, because maybe with the money situation, he could have paid it off the mother's medical debts. So maybe he's not the boss, but his twin is still here. His twin is around, whether it's him or his twin. There's some parent trap shit going on, and we're going to see him again. I'm almost certain of it. Like, how could they mention that and not bring him back?
But if it's his twin and the Brent that is dead is actually Brent, he's going to be very, very angry at Dana. And Dana's going to be in some trouble if the twin ever comes back in town.
Yeah, who knows? Well, I'm thinking the twin is also who Brent was also on the phone with in all those scenes where we see him on the phone talking to someone.
And Aaron does this too, probably.
Exactly. I'm thinking, well, and then what if that's who killed M in the animal mask and holding her under the water in Moore Creek? What if it's the twin all the time? We never saw a face. I'm going twin. I'm putting all my chips on the twin theory.
Love it. Okay. I like it.
I mean, at least right now. And so we'll see anywhere.
I gotta say real quick that Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan is my favorite movie ever. I've seen it at least 200 times. I'm obsessed. I love it.
It is the reason that I eat peanut butter with my Oreos.
Yes. You should go. Has never tried that. So.
Oh my God. Yes. You have to.
Peanut butter?
Try that.
Yeah. So every week, as you know, we post a photo released by SYFY for the upcoming episode of Revival, and we ask you to add your caption. And, we've been getting some great ones. So yes, let's take a look at your submissions for this week. All right, that was our Caption This segment. Thank you, everyone, for your submissions. Be sure to follow us at PopWireNet on all social platforms and keep an eye out for our post where we ask you to caption this. Reply to that post with your caption, and we will include it in our next episode of WitchSlapped. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Dani, it is time for your Who Said It. Are you ready?
Yes, it's kind of a long one.
Okay.
A voice not spoken but known, it pulls not with force, but with a promise. It might be pretty obvious.
I think I know just based on the context. Not necessarily that I remember those exact words, but I think I know the context.
All right. Do you want to take a guess?
Yeah, anyone else?
In my head, I'm just thinking how I'm going to fit all that on the screen.
Sorry.
Oh, you got the long quotes for you.
This scene is pretty short.
All right, so my guess, I'm not 100 on this. First, everyone guess below. But my guess is that it's going to be May reading M's poem, part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, that's what I was thinking. Oh my God.
Yeah, okay.
It sounded like a poem.
I was going to say it was very deep, and I feel like that's where it got super deep and like meaningful and metaphorical and everything in the writing. So that's the only thing that I could think of with that.
Yeah, and I'm actually, so I have a little bit more written to it, and I'm just going to read the whole thing real quick. A voice not spoken but known, it pulls not with force but a promise, that what was lost still waits, like a memory of warmth and a body grown cold, aching to return. I think M is writing about her own passenger without even really realizing it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think if you go back and you listen to that entire poem, I think it really is sort of, well, she's talking about sort of a general journey of human life and how we are met with different obstacles, different emotions, and all of those things. And eventually that poem sort of leads into the journey of death, crossing the bridge, finding something at the end of it. But I think she's talking about her own passenger and sort of, whatever she's been feeling like she's missing inside of her, he will find it once she has fulfilled her purpose and meets with her passenger to go.
After season 3, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do it anytime soon. We don't want.
You don't know these them quite yet.
No. All right, so now we're gonna move on to our performers of the episode. I have a feeling we're all gonna pick the same one or two actors here. So, yeah, especially with this episode, who really gave us two new characters to really look at, and really dive deeper into. So, Rowell, would you like to go first?
I'm gonna start crying again. I'm already
Sure.
crying. It's Brandon Oaks.
Yeah. I've got Brandon Oaks. Joyce your hand if you got Brandon Oaks.
Great actor.
Unanimous.
Called
Right,
it.
double
Great
hands.
actor. I loved seeing the backstory of his character and how you know and his relationship with Rose and everything that led up to his death. And you could tell that he really loved her, and his whole mission was try to find out what happened to her and get her back. And yeah, he's such a great actor, and even with all the prosthetics on, you can see that all that emotion that's coming through. The eyes, yeah. There's one particular moment where, you know, at the end of all the flashbacks, we cut to present day, in the trailer, and Dana's looking at Jesse Blackdeer, and just his face, it's you can see his innocence, and I just cried, and then yeah, and then at the end when he's carrying Rose's body, when he found the body in the trunk,
Yes.
and he started breaking down, I started breaking down, and it brought yeah, no, great actor, and then he said, like, "I'm ready to go," to the passenger, and yeah, he my performance episode, Brandon Oaks, great job. Uh, like I said, I haven't cried this hard in a TV show for a long time, so but, excellent work, and yeah, that's my performance episode.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree. Yep.
Mm,
I think we all agree on this one.
yeah. And I also said, in addition, Katharine King-So, because we really got to see her shine as May. We got to see her relationship with Rose. We got to see why she's so interested in solving this Blackdeer case, why she's been on Dana's ass this whole time.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, it all makes sense. It all comes together. I feel like this episode really answers a lot of questions that we've had since the beginning. Granted, we still have 1,000 more, but there's a bunch of questions that do get kind of resolved in this episode. And I think the two actors really did a good job, like, making all of us cry. Let's say that. So, yep. Thanks. So rude of you,
Trauma.
right? Thanks for the TAs.
I hope we get to see more of Catherine as May, like the final 2 episodes. I'm digging her character.
I would like to see her and M have a relationship. Not relationship, but like a friendship moving forward. I mean, part of me did shift them, but I also know that it ends with Brody. That was just the gay in me wanting them together. Yeah, got all that. Yeah. Okay. Did anyone else just go and kiss when they were next to the fire? Like,
I was like, out there. Yeah.
okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. So that was our performers, I would say. We've kind of chose two of the episode. And now it's time, Rowell. Let's go on to your Who Said It. Let's see what you got.
Every time it's my turn, I'm gonna. Okay, so
Hold together, man.
I know. Pull it together. Okay, my quote is, "Let me go too. Let me go too."
I can feel
You got it, Dani?
yeah. I think I know. I think I know.
I think I know.
It took me a minute. I had to go through a few people, but I think I got it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Jesse?
Rose or Jesse to Rose? Is it Rose or Jesse? It's one of those two.
I think it's
Jesse.
Okay, it's Jesse. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
To the passenger.
Yes.
Oh, at the very end? Is that what it was? No, it's not. See, that's what I was thinking. It wasn't the passenger.
But did
Oh,
Rose
to
also
Dana.
say that to Jesse?
It was Dan. Got it. Yep.
To Dana. Okay.
So it is
Running in the forest.
exactly. Yeah.
That's right. Oh,
So
the flashback.
Dana takes off his cuffs. He escapes. That's fumble number one. Number two is, he's running in the woods and then she catches up with him. She has her gun, aimed at him. And then, oh, and you can see it in Dana's eyes that she is struggling with this decision. Do I shoot him? Do I not? And then, Jesse Blackgear says, "You're going to have to shoot me. My Rose is gone. Let me go too."
Oh man,
So,
Oh, chills again.
Yeah.
chill.
Another heartbreaking moment.
So many parts in this episode that are just like, oh, gets you right in the heart.
Yeah.
I know.
We didn't even mention their mom is in it. Patricia. Patty.
Oh,
Yeah.
Flashbacks. We got mom.
yeah.
Mama Cycrace is there.
yeah. And I'm sure that's not the last time we see her this season. Yeah.
I don't even know if she's dead. In shows like this, who knows? I mean, I'm sure she is. It was way before the revival. Who knows, though? I mean, we've watched plenty of shows where moms are supposedly dead and they come back years later.
True. Very true.
Can we talk about how Rhodey
Oh,
threw Em under
the ending. That's right. There's so many big moments.
huge betrayal?
Okay, so last week with Romy, with Romy, that's what we were talking about when we were like, oh, we can't say anything to you guys. She was like,
Yeah.
right. She's like, oh, the ending. I was like, and then we just sat there. Yeah. Yeah, and
Can I just say something about that, though? Like, when he called her in that van, I could tell that he was setting her up. I wish he had played it differently in that scene so that it did.
Because he mentioned he escaped and we never saw that. So it's like something fishy's going on here.
Yeah. I mean, like, even if they didn't show it, the way he was very calm in that scene when he was talking on the phone with her and he kept looking to the side. So I think if he had played it differently, the ending would have paid off a lot more. But yeah, I knew that that it was coming, that she was being set up, and that's very fucked up.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it was intentional to give us, the audience, kind of the no.
I agree.
Oh my God, Em, do not meet up with him. He's gonna betray you.
Okay. And the fact that
Yeah.
when she did, she's like, let's go to the beach. Let's go fight somewhere where it's just the two of us. Oh man.
He was,
Gotcha.
he didn't want to do that though. I feel like he
Well,
was
yeah.
being tortured so immensely, and I'm sure they threatened someone else in his life
yeah,
that he cared,
Probably
like
had to.
family or something. Like, all right, well, that was it for this week's Witch Slap. You can check out my recap of the episode on PopWire's website. You can click the link down below in the description. You can also find all of our Comic-Con coverage, all of our revival coverage will all be there.
Well, thank you everyone for watching us, PopWire, all together for the very first time, not the last time. And Revival airs Thursdays at 10/9 Central on SYFY. Episodes are available to stream on Peacock the week after they air. Follow PopWireNet on all social platforms. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.